working with charts. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your charts like column charts, bar charts, pie charts, line charts, and how to add your chart to your spreadsheet. For example, if I want to plot a chart to see how my students are doing in their subjects, if I decide to plot the chart of everybody, for example, like this, I want to plot the chart of everybody for these 4 subjects. Now, the problem with this is that I won't be able to see the full details. Let me show you. If I go to Chart Wizard here, or I can click on Insert Chart, is the same thing. So I go to Chart Wizard on my standard bar here, and I choose Column Chart, and I go next. You can see that the names, this chart is too, it's too clumsy. That's the word. It's too clumsy because the range I selected is too much. Let me cancel that. Let me just select just from here to, let me just select about 5 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 names. Then I go to Chart Wizard and I choose the same column chart and I go next. Now if you look at this now, if you look at this, Peter, Buki, Grace, Lola, Razak, this is more detailed because I can see that mathematics has this color, English has this color, elementary science has this color, quantitative reasoning has this color, while verbal reasoning has this color. This is for Peter, this is for Buki, this is for Grace, this is for Lola, this is for Razak. This makes it a lot easier for me to to plot my graph because the particular range I'm choosing is not much. I'm only choosing 5 different names. Now if I actually change it to column for you to be able to see it, like if I choose rows, here's what you see. The color which is according to this key, this color is for Peter, this is 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 Peter in each of the subjects. So but I always prefer to have the name and all the subjects. So it depends on how you prefer your chart, but I prefer the name to all the subjects, so it is easy for me to trace Peter's progress in all its courses, Buki's progress in all her courses, Grace's progress in all her courses, Lola's progress in all her courses, then Razak's progress in his own course as well. So it is very easy for me to trace them because the series is in column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on next. Now I'm going to put the chart title. Let's say third term reports. Now that's what you see as a chart title. Then on my x-axis, this is my x-axis where I have my names. I'm going to type in my names. As you can see, the name comes below. Then on my y-axis, which is where I have my scores, I'm going to type in my scores. As you can see, this is scores. So now you have axes, you have grid lines. If you want to put more grid lines on your work, x-axis grid line, minor grid lines, on y-axis minor grid lines. You can remove grid line, you can add grid line, it's your choice, depends on what you want to see on your chart. Legend, where you want it to be. You want it to be on the right, on the top, on the corner, the bottom, left. So it depends on where you want to see your legend. So then data labels, show in series, show category name, show value. You understand? It depends on what you want to see as well. Then data table, show data table. It's your choice. You understand? If you don't want to show the data table, just leave it like that. This is just the basic thing I want to put: the title, the category, and the x-axis and the y-axis. I'm going to click on next. Now this is the most important part. If I choose this and I say finish, what that means is that it's going to make this chart that I just created to be an object in sheet 2. I'm working on sheet 2 presently. This is sheet 2 I'm working on. So if I just say finish, for example, you can see it placed this as this an object on sheet 2. So which means that I'll see my chart, I'll see the value. If I click on it, you can see this is the value I'm plotting my chart off. But I always like to see my chart has a new sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm not going to delete it, for example. Let me plot another chart, the same chart value, Chart Wizard. You can choose any of this chart style. These are different styles you can choose from. Next is your choice. of style. Next, your x-axis, your title, now because this is a 3D style, it's having a z-axis instead of having y-axis. It's still the same thing. Now you can change all these parameters as well, it's your choice. Now I click on next, but this time I'm going to create as a new sheet, but you can name the sheet any name you want to name. Instead of you leaving it as chart 1, you can name it as anything. You can say Peter to Razak chart. Finish. Now if you see, I was working on sheet 2. I can actually use my button here to move left and right. I was working on sheet 2. This is sheet 2, and I created Peter and Razak chart. You can see this chart now. I created it on this page. This particular value is this chart you're seeing here. So this makes it a lot easier for me to read this chart. If I look at this chart compared to the chart I have here, I have enough page to view my chart, which is a lot bigger. I can as well adjust this chart here as well. Well, you can make it to be any size you want it to be. It's your choice, but I would really advise you to place your charts on the same sheets with your data. So I'm going to delete this. I always like to create my chart as a new sheet. Now another thing I would like to show you is that if I want to create chart from Sheon to Ramat, for example, what you see is that I earlier I liked from Sheon to Ramat, but I do not have their subject. When you're plotting your chart, you're plotting chart of something against something. You understand? So I have to select this one at the same time with this. To select this, and this at the same time, you will need to hold down your control key. Select the first one, then hold down the control key on your keyboard, then select the second one. You can see that now. Without the control key, you won't be able to select two different things. So I'm plotting chart of this against this. So I'm going to go to my chart wizard. I'll choose my type of chart. Go next. Choose my column. You can see the name. This is the subject. If I do not do it that way, let me show you what will happen. If I just select from here to here, this is what will happen. You can see 1 2 3 4 5, because you're not plotting the chart of this title against anything. 1 series, 2 series, 3 series, 4 series, 5, because there is no you have to plot chart of this against the title. You understand? So that's one thing about chart. So I'm going to hold my control key, make the selection, then go to my charts. You can see I have the name or the subject, I have the name or the subject, so it depends on which type you choose. So that's how to create your chart. So in your own practice, create a chart for everything, but don't make it to be too much. I always like to make it no more than 5, so as to be able to see it clearly on my page. This is just 1 2 3 4 5. If it is more than 5, it will be too rough. For example, if I want to plot the chart of everybody, this is what you see eventually. You can see that this is not very readable because it's too clumsy. So that is just the problem about this. So I'm going to delete that particular chart. Yes, delete. Now you can plot the graph of this. Just hold down the control key and select this other part here, then plot your chart. Now what I want to do now is to show you how to plot a pie chart. To plot a pie chart, it is a little bit different from plotting column chart or bar chart. Now to plot a pie chart, I can only plot a pie chart of just a single person, of Peter and all his subjects, or of everybody with just one single subject. So let me just show you. For example, if I plot the chart of Peter and these 4 subjects, what I'm going to see is going to be this pie chart. Next, you can see that Peter, this is mathematics, this is English, elementary science, this is quantitative reasoning, this is verbal reasoning for Peter. If I choose column, this is what you see. You will see mathematics, so I can only choose row for this. But if I choose this, for example, for mathematics, let me just choose a few names. Okay, then I go to pie charts. you can see this is their names, though this particular one is today's session here that you have blank. So what I'm going to do to that particular session is I have two things to do to that session. Let me just show you. I can decide to match this cell. I show you how to match cell in the previous video. Now let me do the chart again. Still having it. Alright, it doesn't matter if I want to do it. All I just need to do is just plot the charts. It doesn't matter, forget about that for now. And the most important thing is this is Peter, sorry, this is Peter, this is Buki, this is Grace, this is Lola, this is Razak, because this is in column. If you choose row, this is what you see. If you choose column, this is what you see. So this is for mathematics only. The same way, if you want to choose English, hold down the, okay, let's say hold down, just okay, click English, hold down the control key. Then for the name, hold down the control key again, select the names. Then once you're ready, go to charts, pie charts. I see this because I actually chose a wrong thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to select it again. Just drag around this. Hold down your control key. Drag around the name as well. Then go back to your chart, pie charts. Next. Okay. Now you can see I have the real value now. Next. Then put the title and everything. Next. Create as a new sheet. Then finish. This is your pie chart. Now these are kind of things you will see with your chart. So understand that sometimes when you are seeing a wrong value, you are seeing the wrong value because you chose the wrong parameter. So if I want to plot the chart of these people now, for example, all I'm going to do is to select the name, then go to the subject, then select the score they have in the subject. Now this several selection was done holding down my control key. You understand? So I'm going to go to my chart wizard, pie charts. Next, now you can see I have elementary science. I have their names, which represent each color here. Then I have next. I can go next, put the chart title. Then once I'm done with everything, I just click on it as a new sheet, then say finish. So it will create as a new sheet. Now those are the kind of things you can do with your charts. And that thing I would like to say is that there are several kind of charts you can plot, like your line charts, like your scatter charts, your area charts, your donut charts, radar charts, surface charts, bubble charts, stock charts, cylinder charts, cone charts. So it depends on what kind of style of charts you want to choose. So you have to know the kind of chart you want to use and the style you want to use as well. So there are different kind of style of charts you want to use, then the different kind of chart type you might want to use. So this is the chart type and this is the style you might want to use with the charts. I hope I've been able to show you how to use your charts using the chart wizard here. At the same time, you can actually insert your chart using insert menu here as well, which will still take you to the same step. I hope this video has been informative enough, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.